You break so many barriers. Like, how does that make you feel? He's like, I don't want to be texting all this.
You.
It's Paul showing you here with KS Media. I'm here with Ahren Belisle. He's come down from North Bay and he was the headliner here tonight at Yuk Yuks, Burlington. That set was unbelievable. Me and Killian had the pleasure of being here and viewing the audience, and you interact with them, and the place is on fire. How are you feeling after doing such a lively set and blowing the place up here in Burlington?
Yeah, that was probably my most fun set I've ever done. It was a fun crowd. I had to skip a bunch of my set because I was going over. There was so much ad lib in there.
You're coming off a high of being a golden ticket winner with Kill Tony, America's Got Talent. What's next for yourself, Ahren?
I don't know anything more than everyone else. My audition got posted yesterday, and my episode airs Tuesday, May 13th.
Obviously, that's a massive achievement in anyone that makes a show like that. It's got such a huge audience, and it blows your name up worldwide. When was the first time you went from doing comedy in a fun setting to all of a sudden, shit, I really am a comedian. People are wanting me to sell out shows. I'm a headliner here, for example, tonight. When do you think that pivotal moment was?
Kill Tony was a big one, and I did the theater in Montreal for like 1,000 students. That was big.
Fantastic. How do you compose yourself before going on a big show like Kill Tony? Like, what's going through your mind?
I don't. I just do it.
You just have fun. Anyone who's lucky enough to see you live, when you're doing your thing on stage, you can really see that you're lying up here against the famous brick wall of Yuk Yuks, and you're just absolutely loving it. Can you explain the high of that, of doing a performance and coming off stage?
I have a lot of anxiety in general in life, but on stage I just kind of have fun. It's just fun on stage. I get to do and say what I want and people enjoy it. And I get to educate people by existing and being real, talking about how life is for me.
I find that inspirational because it gives everyone an absolute uplift. And I was here tonight, for example, and there was people wondering what you were doing with the speakers. They didn't know your situation. So how is that, like, that you break so many barriers? Like, how does that make you feel?
Repeat the question. I do it to have fun and educate people. I enjoy doing things to change perspectives, and I do it to show people that I'm an inspiration for the right reasons. I'm an inspiration because of everything I do and everything I've overcome in life, not because I have a fucked up hand and I use my phone a lot.
I love it. There was somewhere where I read recently that you weren't always this jovial self. You had a lot of stuff to overcome. What do you feel was the moment that, or maybe it was a period of time that you had to work really hard on Ahren himself and become this great guy that you are here tonight, headlining a fantastic gig that you've done and being on all these fantastic shows and really, being an inspiration to so many people?
I lost a lot of friends many years ago, and I got a new job with therapy benefits, so I decided to do that and work on myself. I became more compassionate and less angry and worked through a bunch of trauma, and it all kind of snowballed from there.
So that job changed your life. Tell me about the golden ticket, like getting that with the boys at Kill Tony. Is Tony himself, is he the Willy Wonka that like came in and got you out of North Bay, all around Canada, all around the US, maybe the world?
Kill Tony has been super influential in my life. I've met a lot of great people and have done great things, and I have so much fun doing it too. It was actually Jason Rouse and Jared Nathan that got me to go to Texas and do it.
Did you know that myself and Killian, we done a live show just after COVID in Toronto, and it was a big deal because it was the first kind of live show when things started to open up, and the headliner was Ben Bankus, and one of the main acts on that was Jared Nathan. So we covered Jared as well. He's a good guy, and he got great exposure from there and then on to Joe Rogan as well. So as comedians, because it's such a lonely game, is it good to have people like that you can kind of banter with and kind of work things out with and maybe plan for next events or plan for where you can go with your career in comedy?
Yeah, it's good to have people you trust in a competitive industry.
Last question for you, Ahren, because I know you got your friends downstairs. Answer this if it suits your material or not, because I know obviously that's what that's what people come to see. But what I loved about your set here tonight, and maybe people have seen it in other shows too, was the way you described this world through your eyes. So I noticed that people are very kind to you. Like, you gave some examples. Maybe you can talk about it, maybe you cannot. The examples of you going through the airport security, people giving you a standing ovation at Home Depot. These sort of funny interactions that, for me, it's great because it actually shows that people are so kind. They're trying their best. It might come across as stupid to you or silly, but they're really trying their best to be as accommodating as possible. So can you talk a little bit about one or two of those things, if possible, if it doesn't affect your material? Because I love the fact that you have shown to me that the people out there in this world are kind, and they try and help if they can. He's like, I don't want to be texting all this.
I love that you picked out the most positive things in so much of my set that just talks shit about the way people act.
Well, it's an observation.
Yeah, a lot of people do their best, and a lot of people are really ignorant and set people like me apart from society. I kind of cover both sides of that spectrum in my comedy, I think.
That's true. That's very, very true.
I love that you see positive in it, though.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think your set tonight was amazing. You were very good. Al probably performed a lot better than you tonight. I think he was the star of the show, to be honest with you.
Fuck you.